Everybody will one time in their life get the feeling of standing at the top of the mountain after having defeated and reached the highest peak, standing with their hands above their head and say, "Yes, I did it." To stand there is a great feeling, but no matter how you want to move from there, you can only choose one path, and that is on your ass down on the mountainside, the one side or the other. You cannot move forward because it's the highest peak of the highest mountain in the world, and that means that you cannot go higher. Why is it that you sometimes will get a feeling of being frustrated after having reached the top? You have achieved your biggest dream and you experience the feeling to be standing there and said, "Yes, I did it." The understanding I would like you to have with the mountains I have drawn here is that when you stand at the top of the mountain, you must continue to move forward. From here, it's downwards. And instead of being scared and feeling you get down into the black hole, well, what is that all about? It is about to set a new goal, the next mountain, the next place you want to go to, the next goal for you. When you think that you're just standing there, you cannot go any further. Finally, you're home. No, it actually means that you have to set yourself the next target. You have to go after and find the energy to come from where you are right now to the next objective. When you have set your next objective, well, that's what you should look for, and the feeling of getting down into the black hole, rather than standing between the two mountain peaks, does not mean that you are down in the black hole, because the black hole, what is it actually? You know what the black hole is. I know what the black hole is when we talk about it. What does it mean to be down in the black hole that we so often talk about? Well, to be down in the black hole means that you cannot see the light. There's only darkness, and you cannot see which way you should go or where your next objective is. One day I was working with this way of thinking. I watched an American TV series, ER, Emergency Room type of TV series. In these series there is always a heart monitoring machine, and there is also a sound of the heartbeat monitor. My mind started wandering, and I started thinking about the curves of a heartbeat. It looks just like mountain peaks. The curved peaks fall down again, and peaks once again, and falls down again. That looked a lot like the mountains I have drawn here. If you do not have the mountain peaks and the valleys in your life, then it's the same as dead, because if you as a patient have a straight line, your heart has stopped beating. There's also a monotone sound that will go off if your heart stops beating. If you do not have these peaks in your life, well, then you're dead. So it's about for you to get the tools to move forward. I would like to share a personal story about how I experienced it. And the project which I had started back in 2003 called Job TV. My goal was on getting political attention on this project. We had tremendous success, and in Silkeborg Business College, which I work with this project, we had 80% improvement. I would like to create political attention on the results. And one day the phone rang, and it was a Liberal party leader asking if we wanted a visit from Anders Fogh Rasmussen, Prime Minister of Denmark. The attention could not get much bigger, and of course that was a great feeling, and the day was fantastic. Throughout my work for the day to become something special, well, I just gave everything I had and worked virtually around the clock to get everything to succeed. At the same time, there was also some other things that just proves that there are always two sides of the same coin. Not everything can be positive. Anyway, I was standing on the top of my mountain, and I had only one thought: I did it. And it was an amazing feeling. From a one-sided focus on getting the day to become a success, in fact the same evening as the event happened, I started to have a bad feeling of almost being sad. I got a feeling inside myself that I was unhappy, and I thought, what is going on here? I tried to contact my boss, my co-workers, talking about my sad feeling, asking them, hey, what is going on right here? But that feeling was still there, and everyone just hit me on the shoulder and said, do you know what you have just achieved? I could not understand why I was frustrated. Why did I feel sad from standing on the top and feel like the king of the mountain? And I had done something to succeed that had never before happened in the entire history of the school. Why did I get a bad feeling within myself? And actually, I was so frustrated and was about to give totally up and let go of the project. And I thought, I really don't want to do this anymore. But to have a chance to move forward, I had to set myself the next goal. I had to find out what it was that I wanted, how I could set my next goal to realize my dream. And when I realized my dream, what I wanted to achieve in life, I finally got the feeling back. Then I got the feeling in my body again, and it was almost from one minute to the next when I finally found out which way I wanted to go. This is my path now. This is my next challenge. From having the feeling of just wanting to let go of everything and be frustrated in my life, I got my energy back. And that is what this image of a heart beating means to you. That you must find your path and know that your life is like mountain peaks, and be happy about that. Because if you do not have the tops and the valleys, well, then you're dead. And that is why it is so important that you use your energy and that you set yourself goals to continue to have the energy. And the next goal, next project, next place where you want to go, you have the feeling that it's something that matters and that really has a purpose.